Easy people, nice things here. Back with another beginner's guide. This one is, I'm either going to call it audio pads or audio programs because it's a mixture of both. And this one I've probably shown in different ways, but I want to kind of do it as its own separate solo guide. And what this is moving audio tracks into a group that you can use for live use, or you can use for arrangements and recordings. And the reason for doing this is it helps you free up a load of different audio tracks. And additionally, it gives you a lot of control over, it gives you some control over audio tracks. That's a better way of saying it. It gives you different types of control over audio tracks. That's an even better way of saying it. So proof is in pudding. I thought the best way of me doing it is to kind of demonstrate that. So I've literally just made a beat. I've wrote some words down. I'm hopefully not going to faff them up because I wrote them down and now I'm going to try and say them. And when you write stuff down and you try and say it, or more to the point, when I write stuff down and try and say it, I never get it right first time. So, and because I can't cuss on this, I'm going to just be going heck and damn. So here we go. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create some audio tracks. So I'm going to go to advanced and I'm going to create 4 audio tracks. And another thing I've just realized while I'm talking, like I said, no edits, so I'm going to have to do this in real time. I've got to go and I've got to set up a way that I can get a signal to come back through to here. Actually, I don't need to do anything except set up some audio tracks. So, in fact, do you know what? That's the wrong way round. This is not the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to go, after I set this up, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, excellent. Right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up one audio track there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to that audio track and I'm going to go into effects, hold down the top one, and that'll just create, I'll do that again just in case you didn't see that. If I press on this, I'm going to delete that and show you again. If I hold that and keep my finger on and let go, it creates a channel strip. So now I'm going to go into the channel strip. As I always say, always use presets. No matter what machine you use, always use presets. They did this as a job. So unless you do it as a job, there's odds on they're probably going to do some pretty decent things with the preset. You can always use that as a starting ground. So, like I say, always make your life easy because the rest of the music biz is hard. That is my mantra. Anyway, so now I've set that up, and the reason why I did it that way is because I can just copy that now. And what I'll do is, because I'm being fancy, I'll name that and I'll just call that Vox. And then each one will have a Vox after that. Vox 1, Vox 2, 3 and 4, and so on and so forth. It'll probably say Vox record. So what I'll do is I'll go copy, and I'll do 4. Yeah, I'll do 4. Shall I do 5? No, I'll do 4. 4 is enough. So, here we go. Might as well just start doing it. So I'm going to get these words and I'm going to say them. Let's see. Here we go. Right, put record on. And then so I'll get myself into flavour. Yo, all right, here we go. This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest. The lesson is to invest, the demo to express, the audio going to a pad so you watch us. No, that's not the best way I do it, but let's see how that is. This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest. The lesson is to invest, the demo to express, the audio going to a pad so you watch us. Yeah, I think I could do that bit better. I'll do it again. Here we go. Yeah. Summit. Here we go. This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest. The lesson is to invest, the demo to express. Good Lord. Right, I've got to slow this down. It's an example, so yeah, I'm not here all day, so I'll just do it slow so I can breathe. Oh, it's not for a hit tune. Here we go. Yeah. This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest. The lesson is to invest, the demo to impress. The audio going to a pad so you watch us. This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest. The lesson is to invest, the demo to impress. The audio going to a pad so you watch us. Yeah, that was lame, but we'll carry on. I'm going to just use that as my guide to do the next thing. So I'm just going to do them all. I'll just do a couple and then you'll see. So I'll keep this going. Surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest. The lesson. So I'll go to this one and then I can just tap them when I go. Here we go. No, you watch it. This is just a test. Surely I'm doing it in jest. Surely the rest can't remember the point and keep you in. Bloody words. So do it again. Here we go. This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest. The lesson to invest, the demo to impress. The audio going to a pad so you watch us. This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. We'll just carry on anyway, and you'll get the idea. If I would have done it right, it'd be right. So we'll just carry on. This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, doing all that point and keep your nappy. I wish I knew what I was saying. Here we go. We'll just keep going. Yeah. This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest. The lesson is to invest, the demo to impress. The audio going to a pad so you watch us. This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest. The lesson is to invest, the demo to impress. Whatever, we'll carry on one more. Pad so you watch us. This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest. The lesson is to invest, the demo to impress. The audio going to a pad so you watch us. This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest. Right, so we got that. Whatever that is. So the next thing, I don't need to do it because I did it already. I would have renamed each one of these. I'll do it just to show you. So what I'll do is I'll go select. Because select doesn't mean select stops it from playing, but selects the pads. And then I'm going to just rename the pads Vox 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'll go here. I'll do that again because I'm pressing the wrong buttons. It's all going south today, but we'll carry on. So Vox 1. All right. Vox 1. It's all going south today. Go to the next thing and we'll call that Vox 2. And obviously what comes after 2 is 25. So Vox 25. But we'll call it 3 here. So and then, come on. Then we'll do the last one. And there we have it. So I just name them because I like keeping things nice and neat. If you name a track, it'll say it, but it'll always have the rec because it's an audio recording. So I would say always do it to neaten it all up. So I've got all these tracks there, blah, blah, blah. That's good. And then all I need to do is add a drum part, a drum program. So I'll go to drum program and I'll press edit in the pad. That takes me to that. And then, because I've named them, all I have to do is go look for them. And like I said before, and if you remember, I've spoke about this before, is always always set things up first, and then it means you don't have to keep going around and messing about. So what's the things that I'm going to set up? I don't even think there's anything I need to set up on this. No, I think that's it. This is just a test, surely. Quiet. And so all I need to do is copy that now. So that. So I've got 4, and then all I'm doing is I'll select these. So I don't want them to play, so I'll go to 2, select that, go to 3, select that, and I'll go to 4. So now I've got them tracks 3 because now they're part of a program, so I can delete these because I've got them on a drum program. So a nifty way I would say is to do this. If you go to the master, you've got this thing called simultaneous play here. And what that means is if I press a pad, I can make another 4 pads play at the same time. So I've got 4 pads here. So number 1 is the one I'm going to press. Number 2 pad is the next one to it. What is going to play? I want to play. Number 3 is the next pad to it. I want to play. And number 4 is the next pad to that. If I had one more, I could have 5 there, but I've got that. So what that means is, at the moment, these are in one-shot mode. If I didn't want it as one-shot mode, say I don't want it to keep playing each time I stop. I don't want to have to keep stopping it. I put it into note on.
This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest.
Now, foolishly, I forgot that I was doing note on, so if I want to do it as note on again, I could do it as multiples. I like doing the multiples. The reason why I like doing multiples is just in case you've got other things and I don't want to change them. But you don't have to. You could use all because there's nothing else there. So I should have gone to note on there. And that's all note 1. I don't need them in a group because I've just got that. But if I wanted to have a mute group, maybe add that. And then I've got this as another chorus. I've got this as something else. Or I've got 16 voices. I could have 128 vocals on here. And the greatest thing is I don't have to use warp because they're already recorded at the tempo that I was using at. Strangely enough, look at that. That's come up as 106 there. And it shouldn't. It should be 82. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of jankiness sometimes. And this is just like, it's just the nature of things. So keep that in mind. Look at that. I know this is in time. But if I wanted to fix that time, I could just go in there. And so, for example, I'll do select all again. I think I'm on multiple anyway. And I could go that, and that's going to warp them all. And then I could say, I know that was 80, were it? So I'll go 80. Was it 80? I think it was. Yes, it was. And then now they're all fixed, and I can turn the warp off because I don't need warp. But I know that they're all fixed to 80. So that's great. So
this is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest.
So what's great about this is now if I press Shift Mixer, I've got all control over this. So I've got a submixer inside of that mixer, so I can go to pan. And in fact, let me record this in first because I've been doing some yabbing. Record this in 2, 5, 7.
This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless,
and I can see it recording there.
Keep your interest. The lesson is to invest, the demo to impress, the audio going to a pad so you watch us.
So I've got my thingy there.
This is just.
So now what I can do is I can go back in there, Shift Mixer, and pan them all out.
Prove the point and keep your interest. The lesson is to invest, the demo to impress, the audio going to a pad so you watch us. This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest. The lesson is.
So the rest of that was whack. So I'll just keep it to that. And I can shorten this as well, innit? I can just, if I trim the clip, it'll trim it down to 2. So that saves a load of bother. There you go.
This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless,
and because it's in that, I could.
This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest.
I could add sends and whatever.
This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest. This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless,
and at the same time, don't forget, I can add effects just to that, or I could add an effect to the whole thing. So.
This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest. This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest. This is just a test, surely I'm doing it.
And what's great about this is this. Now that I've got that in that situation, what I could do is I could just go to clip or go to arranger and shift clip, shift record, sets me into arrangement mode. So what I can do is I can press launch to launch that. 2, 3, and
This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest. So this is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest.
and then I can do a guide thing.
Prove the point and keep your interest.
Yo, something else, something that I want, the one thing that I'm in,
This is just a test, surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest.
and the message on the middle of the call to the many general, to the many more, to the many more, to the many more, to the really more, to the yo. So then I've got that, and then I could just launch that and say, right, I've got a rough idea of a tune, what I'm going to do.
Surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest. So this is just a test. Surely I'm doing it in jest. Nevertheless, it's to prove the point and keep your interest.
Yo, something else, something that I want, the one thing that I'm
This is just a test. Surely I'm doing.
You know what I mean? So the idea of that is that has two. There's two ways you can use it. You could use it for recording, doing guides and whatever, but also lumping it in. So you've got other things. So now I've got 4 tracks that I could use to do overlays, overdubs, whatever. Cup of tea, slice of cake, whatever you want it for. Secondly, if I was doing this and I was live and say I wasn't the person going to be rhyming, or I wanted to do it with a live band, I've got this stuff. So like I've got a full live band playing, somebody's on the drums and blah blah blah, and then it's got
This is just a test. Surely I'm doing it in jest.
whatever, I don't know. In an ideal world, I've asked for it, I've requested it. If they can have the follow tempo thing, like is in Live 11, Ableton Live 11, that means you don't even need to have a click drum, a drummer with a click track in their ear. They can just drum live. So, but that's neither here nor there. So hopefully this has been helpful and not being crazy chaos. As I always say, take care, stay safe, and until next time, peace.